There is an ancient mental technique that can transform the way you think, work, and live. It doesn't come from modern science or productivity books. It comes from a warrior who lived 400 years ago and discovered what few in the world ever master: complete focus. His name was Miyamoto Musashi, and though history remembers him as Japan's greatest swordsman, his real genius was in how he trained the mind. While most people struggle to concentrate for even 20 minutes, Musashi could maintain absolute attention for hours. No timers, no music, no dopamine tricks, just stillness, precision, and presence. He didn't chase focus, he became it. Modern neuroscience now confirms what Musashi already knew. The human mind can be trained to enter a state of effortless concentration, a space where thought becomes movement and movement becomes art. Most of us spend our days scattered between screens, tasks, and noise. We mistake activity for purpose and distraction for life. Musashi called this the death of awareness, a slow decay of the warrior spirit. To him, a dull mind was no different from a dull sword. Both fail when they are needed most. But through silence, simplicity, and relentless practice, he discovered the path to unbreakable focus. He called the first principle Mushin, the mind of no mind. It doesn't mean an empty head. It means a mind so calm that thought flows naturally, like water moving without resistance. In battle, he never forced his movements. He simply responded to reality. Imagine being that free in your daily life. Not tense, not anxious, but completely alive in every motion. In the spring of 1612, Musashi faced Sasaki Kojiro, the demon of the longsword. Kojiro arrived early, proud and impatient. Musashi arrived hours late, appearing careless, almost lazy. Kojiro's anger flared, but Musashi only smiled and said, "You have already lost. Your mind is disturbed." The fight lasted less than a minute. Kojiro fell, not to strength, but to stillness. Musashi's calm was his greatest weapon. Today, scientists call this the flow state, a total merging of awareness and action. The second principle is Heijōshin, the everyday mind. Musashi trained focus not through complex rituals but through simple daily acts. He found mastery in the mundane, chopping wood, boiling tea, sweeping floors. He knew that how you do small things shapes how you face great things. Modern research agrees. Studies from the University of Wisconsin reveal that people who bring mindfulness into ordinary tasks strengthen the same neural pathways as monks in meditation. Focus then isn't found in silence, it's found in the ordinary moments we rush through. Try this. When you brush your teeth, breathe deeply. When you eat, taste everything. When you walk, feel every step. These are not empty routines. They are opportunities to train presence, to bring discipline into motion. This is how the samurai built strength without drawing a sword. The third principle is Zanshin, remaining mind. In the modern world, we are taught to concentrate by cutting the world off. Musashi did the opposite. He trained to hold focus and awareness at once. During battle, his attention locked on the opponent, yet he sensed everything around him: wind, distance, light, sound. Even while asleep, part of his mind stayed awake. It was not tension, it was readiness. Neuroscientists at Harvard later confirmed this state of dual awareness, the ability to remain deeply focused while maintaining broad perception, as the key to elite performance. You don't block out the world, you flow within it. Next time you work, give most of your attention to your task, but let a small part stay open, to your breath, to the hum of life around you. When focus becomes relaxed, it becomes limitless. The fourth principle is Ken no kokoro o sutero, to abandon the heart of the sword. In his final years, Musashi walked away from battle. Not because he grew weak, but because he outgrew the need to prove anything. He retreated into a cave called Reigando, rejecting wealth, status, and power. There, in silence, he wrote, "The Book of Five Rings," his final lesson to the world. He discovered that true mastery isn't found in addition, it's found in subtraction. Every yes you give to distraction is a cut against your purpose. Every no you say to noise sharpens the mind. Modern neuroscience echoes this truth. The brain's capacity for deep focus is finite, drained by constant decision-making and overcommitment. The path forward isn't to do more, it's to remove what weakens you. Every week, choose 3 things to stop doing. Stop checking your phone every few minutes. Stop saying yes when your heart says no. Stop filling silence with sound. Every no reclaims energy for what truly matters. Musashi learned that discipline isn't about control, it's about clarity, knowing what deserves your attention and what does not. The final principle is Dōdō, the path of solitude. But solitude does not mean loneliness. It means freedom from dependence. The modern mind is addicted to stimulation, always scrolling, posting, reacting, reaching outward for validation. But Musashi understood that the warrior's strength is born in silence. He practiced solitude not to escape the world, but to understand himself beyond it. No distractions, no opinions, no audience, just stillness. The mind resists at first. It begs for noise. It craves escape. But when you sit long enough, when you breathe through the discomfort, something remarkable happens. The storm quiets and you meet yourself. A study at the University of Virginia asked people to sit alone with their thoughts for 15 minutes. Most preferred an electric shock over silence. That's how afraid we've become of our own minds. But Musashi lived in that silence for years. He found in it the truth that all warriors eventually learn. The battle is never out there. It's within. Mushin clears the mind. Heijōshin grounds it. Zanshin sharpens it. Ken no kokoro o sutero purifies it. Dōdō strengthens it. Together, they forge the focused mind, calm under pressure, aware in chaos, unstoppable in purpose. The mind you seek is not a new one. It's the one buried beneath noise, waiting to be remembered. The same mind Musashi trained under candlelight, you can train in front of your screen by choosing stillness, awareness, and discipline over distraction. You don't need to live in a cave or fight duels to find this strength. You just need to practice it every day in every act until it becomes who you are. Focus isn't a skill, it's a state of being. The choice is yours. You can live as a prisoner of distraction, or you can return to the ancient code of stillness and reclaim your mind. Train your mind. Master yourself. Walk the dojo path.